Recording.
Yes.
Hello, welcome to 30 Minutes with a Mom, a Dad, and a Young Bachelor. I am Aaron Leduc, the dad.
Andrew Lang, the bachelor.
And we are flying without the mom today.
Yes.
So this could be a disaster. She's really the glue that holds all this together.
She really is. Oh, man, she really is.
Let's not kid ourselves.
What have you been up to? I heard that you went duck hunting. How was that?
Cold, rainy, and an absolute blast. We go and we actually camp out in the woods because it's opening day of duck hunting is where we hunt was last weekend. And so starting at like 3 a.m, boats start hitting the water trying to find the spots to set up. And so we've got a big group of guys, and we kind of have 2 locations that we hunt. So we want to make sure that we're out there with our lights and stuff so people don't hunt where we're hunting. Not so much that we're like, well, one, for safety reasons, and for 2, like, you don't want someone to go out there, set up all their stuff, and then you walk up and be like, oh, this is our spot, sorry. So.
Right.
But it was good. I get to sleep outside in below freezing temperatures, which I've mastered now. What's the coldest temperature you've ever slept outside?
Probably, I would have to go with probably like low 40s in the UP.
It's not bad. That's pretty cold.
It's cold, but it's not freezing, What about you? How cold was it?
I remember, I think our record was, it was in the high 20s. So it was below like 32 degrees. It dropped down pretty low. But here's the secret to sleeping outside when it's cold. Number 1, you got to stay dry. So like we have like a tarp tent system. And then we, this year we had a canvas tent, which was really nice. Ooh, and I got to tell you the scary thing that happened with the canvas tent. But anyway, you want to get a sleeping bag. You see like those mummy sleeping bags where they're like, they come up to your face? I don't like those. Get yourself a sleeping bag for a tall, large man, all right? You want some room. And then get one. My sleeping bag is rated, I think, to 5 degrees. And then get a sheet and a wool blanket, and you're good. You want the large sleeping bag so you can get the sheet in there and the wool blanket. And then if you get warm, you can kind of kick the stuff down. If not, you pull it back up. Golden.
Have you ever tried hammocking, like hammock camping?
No, and I totally bought a hammock tent that's got like mosquito netting and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Never set it up. It's still in my closet. Have you?
Yes, I've gone, we were like camping, so I just kind of strung up my hammock real quick. But I love it. I that's something I actually want to get into more is like hiking and doing hammock camping. I'm not real big on tents. I like how like you just sleep so good on a hammock. I can't. And that's I lean more towards the hammocks, and that's something I do want to get into is like hiking.
We'll have to get because I agree, because the hammock, I have a tent and I have a hammock, and the hammock for camping is like so much more compact than my tent. And like, I'm with you. I wouldn't mind getting into a little backpacking where you just, you walk some trails and you set up camp and then you walk some more. So I'm all for that. So my scary story.
Please.
Yes.
So
some of the guys are in this lean-to kind of deal, and then it's myself, my brother-in-law, and then my brother-in-law's son, and then my 2 nephews. Technically 3 nephews, with brother-in-law's son. But anyway, we're in this giant canvas tent. I think it's like 16 by maybe 20, so it's pretty big. And it downpoured the second night. So I can, I hear the rain on the tarp, I hear the rain on the canvas. But what wakes me up is I kept hearing this thud. So like, you ever like carry a big rock and then drop it in the dirt? Just like, sound. Yeah. So I'm laying in bed and I heard boom, 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 and it's getting closer and closer to my head, which is against the canvas wall. And of course, yours truly has to pee. It has to pee super duper bad. Man, I'm not going to be able to hold it till morning. So I was hoping to sleep for another 4 hours. Like, what if I go out and, like, what if it's a bear? Same thing happened last year, where I swear it wasn't like the thumping, but we heard a bear outside of. Um,
Now, do you guys carry like bear spray, like bear mace, or any bear repellent at all, or anything?
right here, this is your bear repellent. No, no, we don't because where we're at, there's black bears, but there's not grizzly bears. Black bears, they don't. I don't think they pose much threat unless there's like babies. But like if we were in the tent, we're not really getting in between a mom and her cubs. But now if we were in grizzly bear country, that would be different.
Okay.
I would probably carry several layers of protection, like spray, probably a firearm, a small kid I could throw down and outrun, hopefully. But
so, is it small kid you can outrun?
Yeah. Sorry, nephew.
Oh.
Little elbow, then.
Hey, it doesn't matter as long as you can outrun them, right?
Right. Well, I think the thing is, it's like if the bear picks you, you're not gonna outrun a bear, even a grizzly. They're pretty fast on the uptake. I mean, you're not outrunning them. So I ended up being brave, and I barely went outside the tent and peed. Hurry up and ran back in, and then of course in the morning we're talking. And I'm like, did anyone else hear that? And apparently the whole tent heard it, but no one was like, "Did you guys hear that?" So we just like all were laying there like scared out of our minds. Whereas if someone would have said something, we might have banded together and I don't know saw a bear.
No, that is probably my biggest fear, like tent camping. I don't really get it when I'm out in the hammock, but mostly tent camping is like someone just walking up and either stumbling over the tent or like ripping open the tent. That is probably my biggest fear.
So would you do the hammock like super high up?
Nah, not really. I mean,
okay.
I don't know.
You would feel safer in a hammock?
I don't know. I guess it's because I just don't feel like I'm on the ground. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I was on a cot, if that helps. A cot in a tent. My father-in-law told the story when he was a kid. I believe they were in North Carolina. That's where his family's from. And they were all camping. And, of course, he got set up in a hammock. Mm-hmm. And he was laying there, and he heard, like, this grunting sound. And he thought it was one of his uncles messing with him. And then he's on the hammock. He got lifted up as something walked underneath. And then he dropped down. And it was a bear. A bear had gone under him. And he just raised him up. And then he said he just, like, lay there, like,
exactly. What do you do?
Yeah.
God, crazy.
How terrifying. As a child, too. As a grown man, I'd freak out about them. He was a little kid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as a child, you maybe don't have, like, that threat established yet. You know what I mean?
I did. I was scared of everything. Here's the thing. As a kid, though, like, if I was a kid in that tent hearing that thump, 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 I just would have held it all night. Or until I couldn't hold it anymore. Like, I wasn't getting out of bed.
See, honestly, what I would have done is I would have just kind of like walked through the door, opened it up a little bit, and just peed out the door.
I basically did that, but I took one step out. And my head was on a swivel the whole time. I was like, anything? And of course, longest pee of my life. Not even a little, like, little 6 ounce thing. It was, I swear, I peed
I know exactly.
a
the
gallon.
one where you gotta leave it.
There was a tree there, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I could still pee and climb this tree at the same time, but I guess we'll find out if the bear shows up.
Oh man, I actually I pet a bear before. I got a
Was
picture.
it the UP?
Yes, yeah.
I've been there.
The bear sanctuary or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that with my nephew Derek and my in-laws. I wasn't a kid. I was a grown man. It was my first time going. That's pretty neat, right? And
Did you pet the cub?
I pet a little cub. We did photos, and they put Fruit Loops in her hands, so we
Yeah,
put
yeah,
her hands.
yeah.
And there's just a chain link fence separating you from these bears.
Exactly.
That's it.
Hundreds of bears. Like they've got hundreds of bears, and it's literally just a chain link fence, and they're walking up and down this fence, like licking their lips at you.
Yeah, you walk around.
It's kind of like a zoo, but zoos they have like at least 2 fences, you know.
Or a moat. Yeah, not here. It's go time.
Man, what have you held like a an alligator before?
Nope. I've eaten alligator.
Oh, it's so good.
Held them in my tummy, but no. Where did you hold that alligator?
Uh, Treasure something in Florida. It's over on the west side or the Gulf side.
Did you do that recently when you went sailing, or?
No, this was probably 3-4 years ago, maybe.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I was on the east side, the Atlantic side, when I went sailing. So we were
right.
the whole time.
Makes sense. How was it? How big was the alligator?
Oh, I mean, it was just a little baby. It had to be like 2-3 feet long, but it was pretty cool. I mean, it had its mouth taped up so it couldn't bite you. But I mean, who else can say they've held an alligator? I mean, you had to pay for it, but I guess there's other that can say that. But
I can't. That's awesome. I remember Amanda was at that showing, and there was like that reptile room, and I think there was a gator in there. Did she tell you about that?
No,
or some type of caiman or something?
Gosh, are those even legal to have? Like, let's be honest.
I don't know. Apparently, I watched Tiger King. Apparently, you can get a tiger pretty easily.
I know.
That's the thing.
I so want one.
I don't. I'm afraid of animals.
What animal are you the most afraid of, and why?
My mother-in-law. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I had to. What animal? I was afraid of dogs for the longest time. Like super afraid of dogs. As a kid, I would climb up on like a picnic table or something if I saw a dog. I got pinned by 3 strays when I was a little kid. We grew up in the country, and someone dropped off some dogs they didn't want. And I got pinned by them. My mom saved me. No big deal. So I had like this phobia for the longest time, and my parents were like, we know how to fix this. Guess what, Aaron? We're getting a dog.
Did it work?
It did. I got over it. Yeah, I'm okay with dogs now. I was scared of that cat that attacked me at that showing last month.
I don't know. I don't like cats, if I'm being honest with you.
I guess cats. I'm afraid of cats.
I would have to agree with you. Cats is probably the thing I'm most afraid of.
And sharks.
I'm allergic to them. I love sharks. I love
them too. I'm scared of them.
I want to get a tattoo of a shark.
Where would you get it on? Like your back?
That's where I'm struggling. I've been thinking I have the tattoo right here. So I was thinking maybe underneath right here or right here, maybe this. I really don't want to do this arm, or I'm thinking like side of my chest right here.
Interesting.
It's going to be a great white. I want it to look like it's been through some stuff, so it'll have like some scars. I want the mouth to be open and look like a little evil, like it's about to eat you. I don't know. I like sharks. I want my tattoo shark to look like it's been through life, you know.
I feel like he had a hard go. I guess when sharks mate, it's pretty gruesome. They kind of bite each other.
That's crazy.
I saw it on video once. YouTube it.
What are you watching to watch some sharks, man?
YouTube rabbit holes, man. Now I got TikTok. Believe it or not, we're almost late to school this morning.
Even worse than YouTube, man.
And it's so random, you know what I mean? I know there's like algorithms and stuff, but it's it's got me figured out pretty well.
That's the scary thing, is like it knows me so well that like it scares me to say the least. Like I really don't know how much information they have on me, but I know it's a lot.
Yeah. They know way too much. I work with a guy, and the Amazon algorithm just gets me every freaking time. He's always buying stuff on Amazon. He reminds me of those women on TikTok that like hide the packages from their husband. Like I'm like, that's so him. He's got this bad addiction, and he admits it too. We'd be at the office and he'd have the stuff delivered to work because we could, and they like our mailing department would like drop it right off to your desk, and he'd just be like, "Got me again. Algorithm got me again."
Oh my gosh.
I will say though, but
I don't like Amazon. Like I do, I don't. Like I like the idea of Amazon, but I don't like Amazon itself.
hold the phone. How Amazon? I haven't had to leave my house for Christmas shopping since Amazon started. It's the greatest thing. All my Christmas gifts just come here. It's awesome, and I can find really cool gifts.
Exactly. I do like the idea of Amazon, but I don't like Amazon Corporation like itself. As I say that with an Alexa Dot, sitting in the corner over there. But yeah, I feel like they're taking out too much of the small businesses,
That's an interesting point.
And they charge a lot as a seller on Amazon. So if I were to sell something on Amazon, they take a big percentage of my profit.
They take a big cut. And I'm all about the small business, like the conservatory. We love them to death. I think my plants are doing so well from there. Shout out to Stu, the owner.
So don't look at that one.
What's that? What's going on that one?
Oh, I said I did not get this one there, so don't look at it.
If you did, it'd be cooler.
Oh, yeah.
I got my niece in the plants now, too. So,
I've been trying to get my sister to go there.
Melissa won't go?
No, she's like, when I have the time. You're sitting on the couch right now. Let's go.
Get in the car. I'll buy you an ice cap. Let's go.
Right,
I think she'd like it. Although she's a student, man, so she's got a lot, like nursing student, right?
Yeah, she's a nursing student. Last semester.
Last semester. Well, kudos to her, man. The nursing program, that's pretty difficult to get into and then to finish. She's probably under a lot of pressure.
Oh, she is. And she's very excited that she's going to be graduating this year in December. So.
Dude, only a couple more months.
Oh, yeah, like she's like literally basically done. When she finishes her classes this year, she is walking. Like she's graduating.
She's going to feel, well, you can take her for a plant then. Or trick her. Like, hey, let's go buy lunch. Everyone's got time for lunch. She's like, oh, while we're out. Exactly. Conservatory.
Exactly.
Be like, pick yourself out something nice. Tell it to William sometimes. Jen has mentioned how often William and I, because it's right on our way home from school, and he loves going in there. But William wants to be a plant doctor. He wanted to do that since preschool. They do like a little preschool graduation. That was always his answer. So now he wants to be a plant doctor that also explores the deep sea. He wants to discover a new species.
Okay.
And he said that if it's handsome, he'd name it after me. I said, oh, that's funny. Totally brainwashed him.
I can see him, 15 years down the road, having a press conference.
This is the handsome puking eel named Aaron that was discovered by William Ledoux. What's its name? Oh, it's the handsome puking Aaron eel. Thanks so much.
Oh, man. That is awesome. That is...
Not the same without Amanda, is it?
It's not. I miss her. It's so weird not doing one with her.
I do, and it's weird not seeing everybody. We haven't seen each other in a while. Last week's was like a pre-recorded episode.
It was.
Because yours truly was up north, the great wilderness.
I know.
Cooking over a fire.
Cooking over a fire?
Made my nephew a little burrito. Very nice.
Did you make any more TikToks of like chopping wood or the woods or anything?
I did not. I got so cold that my phone battery couldn't handle it. It went from like 80% down to like 2%, and then it shut itself off. And then I was like, oh man, I got no battery. So I hiked up to one of the cars and I fired them up and I plugged it in, and the heat in the car turned it back on, and it was like at 70%. I'm like, well, this is highly unreliable if I'm out here and in trouble. You know, they find Aaron's dead body
somewhere and don't even have a charged phone.
Well, you know, they find my body dead and they plug it in. Like, why didn't he call for help? It's got 70% battery, but when it's cold, it goes down. I don't know.
Did you guys have signal out there?
We did, and my nephew, Wyatt, shout out to Wyatt, he watches and listens to these, and so does Macy. They're my favorites. He brought a battery charger with some converter and stuff, and he had a phone charger thing. But I think it was just too cold or the battery wasn't powerful enough. But I was like, dude, shout out to you for like thinking ahead and doing this. So we had like the 4-wheelers and stuff out there. So
Right.
I got to drive this thing called an Argo.
Okay.
Look them up. They're super cool. They are it's like driving a little tank. I think there's like 4 wheels or 6 wheels on each, or 3 wheels. There's 3 wheels on each side. Some of them have 3, some of them have 4. I think the one I was in either had 3 or 4. I don't remember. But they're cool because you can drive them on land or you can drive them in the water. And by 3 or 4 wheels, I mean like 6 wheels in total or 8 wheels in total. And you have
Right.
like two bars, and you control like if they're both forward, both sets of wheels go forward, so you can do like 360s and stuff. I thought really cool.
Interesting.
Well, this one had a little trouble making left turns, so riding the trails was pretty interesting. It was cool. I managed. It was a blast. It really was.
Exactly. Doesn't matter, right? As long as you have fun.
It was a total blast. It was cool.
Did it have a steering wheel, or did you just control it with
it had
the speed?
the two bars. The bars are forward. It goes forward. They're back. You'll go back. If one's forward like this, you'll go this way. If one's forward like this, no, you go this way. No, this way. This way. Yeah, they're pretty neat. And they go in the water. They can float. You can drive them in the water or on land.
That's interesting. How come my car can't float?
ARGO.
Last time I tried to take ARGO, is that what it's called?
That's the name of it. Yep. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time I tried to take my car in the water, it just sank. And then I had to buy a new car.
Are you serious? What did you? I've never what? What car was this?
I'm joking.
Oh,
Could you imagine? That'd be cool though if like your car could just like convert into a boat.
like a James Bond thing. Yeah, I always thought that would be cool.
Yeah.
Little submarine.
That'd be cool. Submarine.
That's my mom. No time for you, mom. Podcast interview.
I don't know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got to pick up my son from school.
Is it that time already?
It's that time already. The time flies by. I want to make sure we stick to our half hour or so. But thank you for joining us. I've been Aaron LeDuc, the dad.
Andrew Lang, the bachelor.
And we miss Amanda Sharp, the mom, terribly. And I think we had to see the Facebook stat because when I was not on the show, our ratings went through the roof. So we'll see what happens when Amanda's not on the show. I bet the ratings go negative.
Yeah, we're gonna get like -5 people watching. Like we don't know how that's gonna happen.
Because we know how it is. You're all here for Amanda. I mean, there's no shame in that. We know. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. All -5 of you.
All right.
And this is the awkward goodbye where I try to figure out how to stop recording because Amanda always does.
Bye.
Bye.